We were scared to tell anybody. I was scared to have any sort of records just because of what that can mean for the doctors and the medical team in Colorado. Fear of who can be prosecuted here.
Today on Denver 7 News at 6, we introduced you to a woman who came to Colorado from Texas to get an abortion after finding out one of the two fetuses she was carrying was not viable. She says she is terrified of being prosecuted in Texas for making that journey. And her story is similar to thousands of other women fleeing their home state to access abortion care.
Denver 7's Danielle Kreuter joins us in the newsroom now. And Danielle, lawmakers are considering a bill that would not just protect patients from prosecution, but providers too.
Yeah, Jessica and Amy, the bill not only focuses on protection against civil or criminal legal action coming from states that do not allow abortions, but it would also ban health insurance companies from retaliating against people seeking out or offering that health care. Patients and providers of reproductive or gender-affirming health care services could soon have more legal protections. The Senate Judiciary Committee heard testimony today.
Right now, there is nothing on the books that protects me from prosecution or subpoena or things from out of state.
Dr. Rebecca Cohen is an abortion provider. Abortion is legally protected in Colorado, but she says ever since other states have banned it, there has been a concern of what would happen if a patient traveled here for one.
Most of the states that have the civil suit or the bounty laws use the phrase aiding and abetting. So anywhere along someone's path to get an abortion, whether that is someone that provides information about where it can be legally obtained, someone that provides funding, someone that helps with travel arrangements.
Senate Bill 18-8 would shield patients and providers from subpoenas or even professional discipline connected to providing an abortion.
Has that happened? Has there been a threat of that to happen?
Republican Senator Bob Garner pressed the bill's sponsors, questioning the legislation's necessity since abortion is already legally protected here.
With respect, Senator, I think your reproductive health bill settled that issue once and for all in Colorado, at least once and for all until some future General Assembly does differently. And if they did, I suppose they'd do differently about this.
Providers across the state will tell you they've seen an increase in out-of-state patients, sometimes creating a patient backlog.
In Colorado, we've actually seen an increase of about a third in the number of people that we are caring for providing abortion services.
She hopes with added legal protections, more providers may be encouraged to move here to help. The bill passed the committee tonight in a 3-2 vote along party lines. We'll, of course, keep you updated as discussions continue. Live in the newsroom, I'm Danielle Kreuter, Denver 7.